trying to record. Yeah? You gonna stop? Okay, you sit here. You just sit here. Hi guys, this is my new YouTube channel, That Harry Potter Kid. So I'm really excited about this channel. This is going to be, as you can probably tell from the name, is going to be Harry Potter themed. There may be a few videos that are just random videos, but predominantly Harry Potter themed. I'm super excited about this channel. It's going to be so much fun. I love Harry Potter and it's just going to be a lot of fun to be sharing that with other people. I'm really excited. So I'm going to be doing the Harry Potter tag. Now it's really cool. It's just a bunch of questions that I hear a lot, that other YouTubers hear a lot. Other YouTubers have done this video. I did it on my old channel, The London Girls 1999. So I'm really excited to do this and it's going to be really cool. So let's get straight into it. So the first question I have is, what's your favourite book? I find it really hard to narrow it down to one, but I'd probably say if I have to pick one, The Goblet of Fire. I think it's a really pivotal book in the fact that that's when the characters, you know, Harry and all those around him, start to realise the gravity of the situation and the gravity of the fight that they have ahead of them and how serious the situation is. It's, you know, they know that Voldemort's come back and things really are starting to change for them and they've got to come to terms with that. So I think in that sense, that book I'd probably say is my favourite. Next question, what's your favourite movie? Again, a really hard question, but after a lot of thinking about these questions, I would have to say The Order of the Phoenix. It's really well done, as of all of them are, but you know, I think it's very clever with the way Harry sort of raged on Hermione. That was unexpected for me when I first watched it, and there was a lot of things that happen that you just don't expect, and you know, it's when the Ministry first realise and first accept that Voldemort has returned after a year of trying to get them to understand. I think it's a very sad film because, you know, Harry loses Sirius, and Sirius is the only family, the only real family that Harry has left. You know, it's his godfather, it's the one person in the world from his family that he had, and he loses him, and I think that's what makes The Order of the Phoenix especially sad. And not just that, but the way Harry is portrayed in that scene, the way Daniel plays it, the way he puts so much emotion into it, and you know, if Remus holding him back and the way it's just played, it breaks me every time. It's so sad, but it's brilliant. It really helps us connect with Harry. I really love it. The next question I have is, what's your least favourite book? That's really hard because we don't ever, as Harry Potter fans, we don't ever want to say anything negative. We don't want to have our least favourite thing. But if I had to, I would probably say the Half-Blood Prince. I love it now, but when I was younger and I was reading it, I found it creeped me out a bit. But now I absolutely love it. But if I had to pick one as my least favourite, I would say that one. Purely because it creeped me out when I was younger, but now I love it. I can't fault it. My next question is a part of the books or movies that made you cry. Part of the books, I would say, when Hedwig died. I remember reading that. I was in a jewellery store with my mum and I had the book with me and I was reading, and I just remember I was in this jewellery store and I just started crying because I was just so upset about Hedwig's death. And for the part of the movie, I would say definitely, you know, Cedric Diggory's death. Just purely because it was so sad with the way that his dad came running down and he was just screaming, "My son," you know, that every time I see that, I find it so upsetting. It's so raw, the emotion is so raw. Father losing his son, it was just such a raw scene. The next question I have is, if you could hook up with any Harry Potter character, who would it be? That's really hard. Again, a lot of these questions are really simple but really hard. I would say Harry or Neville. Obviously Harry, because he's just an all-round legend. You know, everything he does throughout all the books, the bravery, the strength that he shows at such a young age, and everything he goes through, and how he always comes out on top. I would say definitely him. And Neville also for similar reasons. You know, Neville could just have easily have been the chosen one. And he goes from being sort of one of the unpopular students who no one really takes any notice of, to being one of the most pivotal characters with how he kills Nagini. He kills a Horcrux, he destroys a Horcrux, you know. He plays such a pivotal part, and the fact that he, as well as Harry, pulls the Sword of Gryffindor from the Sorting Hat, it really shows his character, and I think he would definitely be one of those people that I would hook up with. Next question, what's your favourite character? Again, really hard, but I thought a lot about this, and I thought James and Lily. Now, although they're not shown very much throughout the films, they play such a vital role. Without them, we wouldn't have the story we have. And they made the greatest sacrifice for Harry. And I think I really just can connect with that sacrifice they made. I lost my dad at a very young age, and I find that seeing that they made that sacrifice, it really pulls at my heartstrings, and I think that would be why they would be my favourites. Now the next question is, what would your Patronus be? I have done the Pottermore test and I got a horse, which makes a lot of sense. Me and my mum, we have horses, so I really do connect with them. I love working with horses, especially big horses like Shire horses. I have had the opportunity to work with them, and I love them so much. I just love horses, so that makes a lot of sense that my Patronus is a horse. Next question. If you could choose between the Resurrection Stone, Cloak of Invisibility, and the Elder Wand, which would you choose? I would probably say the Resurrection Stone. There are some people who I would give anything to have some more time with, so for that reason I would choose the Resurrection Stone. The next question, what house would you be in? Again, I've done the Pottermore test. I am a Gryffindor. I'm very proud to be a Gryffindor. It makes a lot of sense to me because not only is it on your traits, it's on the traits that you value most. So I really connect with Gryffindor, and I could not imagine myself in any of the three other houses. I just couldn't. To me, I am a Gryffindor through and through. The next question I have is, if you could meet any member of the cast, who would it be? It's really hard because there is so many I would love to meet, but I would probably say James and Oliver Phelps, because I love their portrayal of the twins, and I have friends who are twins, and I find them so funny. I really love the way they showed that closeness, and also it's probably easy for them because they are twins. I just love their characters. They are so cool, and they're really funny. I watched a video they did of the Hogwarts Express at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and I just find them great. They're so funny, so I really love them, and they are super cool. So I would probably say James and Oliver Phelps. The next question I have is, have you played any of the video games? Yes, I have. I've played the Order of the Phoenix game. That was really cool. And I have also played the Lego games, but I much preferred just the normal game, not the Lego one. I just don't really like the whole Lego thing. I love Lego normally, I just don't like playing the games. Don't know why. I just prefer it to be more realistic. The next question I have is, if you were on the Quidditch team, which position would you play? I would say Seeker, purely because I have little brothers and sisters. And me and my sisters, we used to play tag a lot. We used to chase each other around like crazy kids. And I think for that reason I would enjoy being a Seeker, you know, chasing the same way I did with my sisters. So that would be really cool. Were you happy with the ending? Wasn't happy with the ending, but I was happy with the way it was done. It was cool to see it come full circle. Now you start with Harry going off to Hogwarts and starting his journey, and it ends with his children embarking on that same journey. And although I didn't like that it had to end, I love the way it was done. I just love seeing Harry years later just living a normal life. And although it's not really over because we have the Cursed Child and we have Fantastic Beasts, it's the end of an era really. So I'm not happy with the ending, but I'm happy with the way it was done. Next question, and it's the final question, is how much does Harry Potter mean to you? It's really hard to sum up because Harry Potter for me is everything. You know, I was bullied a lot coming through school. I was bullied all the way up until year 8, so I found it really hard to socialise. I still do find it really hard to socialise. I am being tested for autism. So I find it really difficult to do those things, and I think for me Harry Potter was an escapism. Now, I've been in foster care since I was 13, so it's like nearly 5 years, and for me it gave me an escapism from all the chaos that was going on around me, and I just loved the fact that it was a world I understood, and it still is that place for me. It's a place that I can go to, it's a place that brings me peace. You know, I can go and connect with these characters, and I don't have to always be overwhelmed by what's going on around me. I could just go and pick up one of the books or watch the films. You know, I love the fact that I'm working on getting my room full of Harry Potter stuff. It's just like a safe place for me. I absolutely love it. It's just everything. You can't really explain it. It just means so much. I just love everything about Harry Potter. It's amazing. I can't explain it. It's just one of those things that means so much that you can't explain. I'm not good at explaining stuff on a normal basis, let alone something that means so much to me. It's phenomenal. I really can't explain it. I really hope you've enjoyed this Harry Potter tag. I've really enjoyed doing it. Give this video a like, subscribe, it would be so helpful, and I'll see you guys with another video really soon.